First and foremost, we need an apron or ugly clothes such as jersey of Manchester United and Liverpool to make sure if we stain it, it doesn't matter. So making this cake, we use some esters. In this case, we use pandan ester. We can also use vanilla or orange ester. So to make this natural homemade pandan ester, we take some pandan leaves in our backyard. 5 pieces would be sufficient. So we must first wash it using distilled water after cutting the pandan into small pieces. When we cut it into small pieces, we have a higher surface area, so thus a higher rate of reaction when we blend the pandan.
We have to measure the water level at the meniscus to get the accurate reading. Yes, it is because to bake our cake properly.
After measuring it in a beaker, we must use a blender to blend it all together to extract only liquid. So after we cut it, we put the pandan leaves into the blender. This is why we cut it into small pieces. It will be easier to blend. Next, we add the water we measured earlier, 150 milliliters to be precise. And then we put a lid on the blender and start the process right away.
After blend the pandan leaf, we should make a process that called filtration to separate solid and the liquid, which means solid is pandan leaf and the liquid is pandan water, which we want the only pandan water for this cake ingredient.
Another alternative is to just buy some pandan paste at your local store. After that, pour some milk into a beaker using the experimental techniques mentioned previously.
Put the mixture of butter and milk to the microwave. The matter of butter will change from solid to liquid because it is go through process melting in the microwave.
After that, we take 3 pieces of egg from our cute container we have there. Next, we need to crack it one by one, and we need 2 egg yolks and 1 whole egg. To separate it, we use this method using the eggshells. We always use this method when baking or cooking. After we have separated all the egg yolks and egg whites, we use 1 whole egg. We crack it there, so 2 yolks, 1 whole egg. We beat it and mix it all together until all of it mixed. Next, we need to sift the flour. If we do not sift like this, we didn't sift the flour, it will be clumpy. When it is clumpy, we have a lower rate of reaction.
Swirl the butter to change the matter from solid to liquid.
After we have dissolved the butter and milk, we have our flour here. This we didn't sift, it is clumpy, so we can see. After this, if we use clumpy flour, unsifted flour, it will become like this, clumpy mixture. If we sift, we have better result. Next, we add egg into the mixture. Mix it all together until it all dissolve and mix together to reach the consistency that we need. Like here, we have the consistency that we need. After that, we need to add some caster sugar. What is the difference between caster sugar and normal sugar? Caster sugar is more powdery, so it is higher surface area, higher rate of reaction, easier to bake. So we add 2 more eggs. This is for another mixture. We call this mixture B. Previously mixture A. So here we use 2 whole eggs. No need to separate. We crack it, 2 whole eggs. After we have cracked it, we add the caster sugar we measured earlier. The caster sugar, we put it inside, so we can see here it is very powdery. It is easier, we see when we mix it together. It dissolves very quickly compared to if we use normal sugar. Next, we add into the beaker to start the whisking and beating process.
Now I'm going to continue on the procedure of making cake makcik Kiah. Continuously pour the mixture of egg and sugar inside the beaker. Then mix it well using an electrical whisk until it becomes fluffy. Then add the mixed mixture to the flour, which is in a bowl. Now we can add flavorings for taste and smells, which is the ester. There is a lot of type of esters like orange ester, lemon ester, grape ester, vanilla ester, and pandan ester. In this case, we are going to use the pandan ester, which is 2-acetyl 1-pyrroline. Okay, then add some salt to the mixture. Then mix it. Then add some colorings to get the desired color cake. Then mix the whole mixture using electrical whisk until it's evenly mixed. Okay, that's all.
The solution to the container. Make sure to finish all the solution and shake it up the container little bit so it becomes flat. The liquid becomes flat, and you put the container to the microwave. Set the microwave up for 160 degrees Celsius and let it bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you let it bake again. This time use 145 degrees Celsius and wait until 30 minutes. The metal change from liquid solution to solid after 30 minutes.
In this part, I will tell you about how many ingredients that we use to bake the cake for Makcik Kiah. At first, we have divided the ingredients to two substances. For substance A, we have included 40 grams of unsalted butter, 50 grams of fresh milk, 2 egg yolk, 1 egg, 40 grams of cake flour, 5 drops of pandan or vanilla essence plus 150 ml of water. Secondly, for substance B, we have include 2 egg white plus 50 grams of castor sugar. As Makcik Kiah has stated the problem that she needs to bake multiple of cake, so we have decided to bake 2 pieces of cake as an example. Then we will have a ratio of 1 piece of cake to 2 pieces of cake. After that, we only need to multiply the mass that I have stated earlier by 2. As a result, we will get a new mold for 2 pieces of cake that are 80 grams of butter, 100 of gram milk, 4 egg yolk, 2 egg, 80 grams of cake flour, 10 drops of vanilla or pandan essence plus 300 ml of water for substance A. And furthermore, we will also get 4 egg white plus 100 grams of castor sugar for substance B. In conclusion, Makcik Kiah only needs to multiply how many number of cake that she wants with the mass that I have tell you earlier to make a business, to do the business of her own. And that is all from me. Thank you.
So while waiting for our mixture to be baked, we take our leftover milk earlier. We still have some. We take a picture. We are going to make some coffee to be served next to the cake. So to make this latte coffee, we must put the milk into a cup to steam it. I just lazy to use gas stove. I use a microwave to steam the milk. So after I steam the milk for about 30 seconds would be sufficient. We use the electric whisk we used earlier, we changed the whisk into a more milk friendly, liquid friendly whisk. Before we whisk, we add a bit into the espresso mixture we already whisk. Sugar, coffee, 1:1 ratio. We whisk it for about until the milk is fluffy. We add air into it. We can pour the milk into the cup. I'm not a very good latte artist. I just can make a bit of foam. That's my level. Okay, please bear with me. As you can see, it's still very pretty and very fragrant and delicious.
When take out the cake from the oven, remember to wear the glove to prevent the heat.
After we have inverted the cake and let it cool, we can take it out from the mold and cut it into small pieces like this. It's not the most perfect cake, but it is edible and still delicious. We serve it with coffee for a nice supper would be nice. Brunch would be nice. Right, that's all from us. Thank you. So we take 3 pieces of egg. Alamak, tangan tak lepas. Next we need to steam our milk. Ada benda pula dalam tu.